talks about angels at Christmas for some reason and not so
Sure.
much the rest of the year.
Yeah.
How do we keep angels in our lives the entire year and just not at Christmas time? How do we say it's okay to believe in angels the rest of the year? They're still around, just because Gabriel came down and spread the word.
Right.
There are other angels all year round. You've got Michael, you've got Ariel, and the list goes on.
And on and on and on. And I love working with Michael. I call him Big Mike very often. And that's a good point, actually, that they are, yes, treat them with respect, but you don't have to be afraid to chat with them. And one of the things I hear, unfortunately, often, my troubles aren't important enough. There's somebody else that needs them more than me. And that's another balderdash thought in my book, because that's one of the beauties of angels. They can and are everywhere at the exact same nanosecond.
Yeah.
There is nothing too small or too big to ask their help in.
You said your favorite angel is Michael, and that's my favorite movie is Michael, the angel
yes,
with John
I remember
Travolta.
that one.
Super movie. Why do we only hear about the more significant angels like Michael, like Gabriel, like Ariel? Yeah.
Well, those are the four that are in the Bible.
Okay.
So they've been written about. But just as there are a billion different names of people, of humans on the earth, there are at least that many angels, names that we may never hear, and they don't have to be all sounding angelic. I have a very dear client, and her guardian angel is Jack.
Wow.
And I have another client, his guardian angel is Bob. And that's what they are most comfortable with. And there's not a thing wrong with it.
Now, do these people just chat with one angel, or do they chat with a variety of angels?
I think it really depends on the person. And depending what you're going through. So Raphael is the doctor of the angelic realm. So if there's any kind of healing that is going on, someone's sick, Raphael would be your go-to. Though Michael, Big Mike, in the United States, he is the patron saint of the police force. So he's all about protection, all about, I got your back.
Yeah.
I'm here to protect you and keep you safe. So anytime that you feel uneasy, he's always the first one to call on.
Can anyone learn to chat with their angels?
Oh, absolutely. And it's as simple as asking. And then the most difficult part is shutting up.
Really?
we want to, I'm asking. I'm like, okay, are you quiet long enough to hear them? But no. I'm like, well, that's the clue.
You go downtown in any city, no matter if it's Canada, the United States, the United Kingdom, or down in the Bahamas, you always see people talking to themselves. And I've often wondered, are they really talking to themselves, or can they see and hear something that is very private that they are only supposed to be able to talk to? Could these be angels?
Yeah, it absolutely could be. And that's something we may never know. And again, it's probably a case-by-case basis, because there are certainly some very connected people to the angelic realm, and they're so connected that they're just not grounded here because they don't feel safe being a human. So they'd rather pull this escapism and just chat with them all day long and ignore everybody else. And according to, quote, our standards, they're certifiable.
Right. Do angels ever manifest themselves into physical beings to have contact with those that have asked for their help?
Oh, absolutely. You want to hear a story?
Sure.
Oh, good. So my husband and I were coming home from our second honeymoon, and my parents had offered and were watching our children. And my dad had to go home to take care of some business where they lived. And my dad, we just can't leave him alone for too long because he ends up getting in trouble of some sort. And it was true to form. He got sick. And of course, my mom had to go home and make sure he was okay. And she arranged for our neighbors to watch the girls. And it was only a couple days, so it was not a big deal. And our neighbors are great, so it was nothing. But we didn't know any of this until our boat docked in New York City. So we were living in Boston at the time. And we had to take a cab from where our boat docked over to the train station and then catch the next train, or the next one after that was a good 6 or 8 hours. So I'm talking to the gang the whole time over, and we pull up to the train station, and cars are parked 3 or 4 or 5 deep, and there's not a red cap anywhere to be held. And I get out of the car, I turn around, get something out of the seat, and I turn around again, and there's a red cap. Smiling, and he says, "Can I help you?" I said, "Absolutely." Told him the situation. He says, "Not a problem." He walked very calmly, very smoothly, right up to the counter. "Here's your counter. Get your ticket. I'm going to wait over here near the escalator." Perfect. We got our tickets. Of course, we're still like, "Oh, we got to get there. We got to get there." And he's just do. He gets us on the train. He gets us all settled. Luggage is on the train. We turn to give him a tip, and he's gone. We walk out of the train, look up and down the platform. He's gone. That was an angel that came in, popped in, because they knew it was very important for us at that moment to get home. And they made it happen very easily.
But for those people
had someone who looked like a bum showed up, probably wouldn't have been as easy for us to accept their help. But this guy, Angel, showed up as a red cap, and of course that's exactly what we needed. That's exactly how he showed up, and we're like, "Yeah, here's our suitcases, take us to the train."
And you made all the connections, and you got home, and everything was okay?
We made all the connections and got home in record time.
Excellent. How do angels let you know they're around if they're not making themselves visible?
Ooh, so many ways. That's a common theme on my Facebook group right now, which is also called Angel Chatter. So numbers are flying fast and furious. So one of the more popular numbers is when the number 4 ever catches your eye. That's the angels saying hello. But whenever you see a group of 4 of the same thing, so maybe you see 4 balls or 4 birds. And it was funny, a couple of months ago I was giving a lecture at an expo, and it was about talking about, chatting with angels. And there was one picture hanging in the entire room, and they had asked, "How do I know?" So we talked about the number 4, we talked about the groups of 4. And I looked up at the picture and I started laughing, and now my audience is thinking I'm going cuckoo. I said, "Turn around, look at that picture." They all did. There are 4 orchids in that picture.
Oh my gosh.
It was just too comical.
Chris, we've got to take our news break at the bottom of the hour. Please stand by. Exo Nation, Chris Alexandria is our special guest. We're talking about angels this hour. She's the award-winning author of the children's book, Have You Ever Wondered About Angels? And we're going to talk to her about her very busy jewelry line and much more when we return from this commercial break with the news. And during the news break, if you'd like to check out her website, it's www.angelchatter.com. My name is Rob McConnell. This is The X Zone. We'll be back after the news. Don't go away. Are you considering calling a psychic to read your situation? Then consider David Champion, a psychic medium for more than 20 years with thousands of readings under his belt. David Champion will make you feel comfortable. He has proven to be honest and accurate. He's a straight shooter. There's no guesswork. What he sees is what you get. While he is a medium, most of the calls focus on relationships, not only love, but work, school, neighbors, and more. Need help with finding a job and preparing for the interview? Are you dealing with people who are obstacles in your path? For more information, go to davidchampion.com, $1.50 per minute paid by credit card with a minimum of 30 minutes. For your reading with David Champion, call 1-877-702-8598. That's 1-877-702-8598. Now you can dial in to listen to the X Zone radio show from anywhere in the world with Rob McConnell 24/7, 365 by dialing 213-401-0080. That's 213-401-0080. If you have a mobile phone or landline, the X Zone radio show with Rob McConnell is now at your beck and call at 213-401-0080. That's 213-401-0080, 24/7,
24/7/365. Now you can dial in to listen to the X-Zone Radio Show from anywhere in the world with Rob McConnell 24/7/365 by dialing 213-401-0080. That's 213-401-0080. If you have a mobile phone or landline, the X-Zone Radio Show with Rob McConnell is now at your beck and call at 213-401-0080. That's 213-401-0080 24/7/365.
This is the X-Zone Broadcast Network, broadcasting worldwide on broadcast affiliates and satellite program providers, including CNN Broadcast Network, Sirius Satellite Network, Star Media, Good News Radio Network, Angel Broadcast Network, Wiki Broadcast Network, and WPBN TV. For more information on the X-Zone Broadcast Network, visit us at www.xzbn.net.
And I'd like to say a very happy birthday to all my friends at CHCH TV here in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, that are celebrating their 60th year of television broadcasting. To all my friends there, happy birthday, guys, and it's always been a pleasure to work with you. X-Zone Nation, our guest this hour is Chris Alexandria. Her website is www.angelchatter.com. And guess what we're talking about? All right, I'll give you the website one more time so it sinks in. www.angelchatter.com. That's right, we're talking about angels this hour. And as you all know, this is my favorite subject because I believe in angels. I've seen angels, so I know they're real. And, Chris, as a police officer many years ago, I remember going to the scene of a very bad accident. And the driver who was involved, who was in very serious condition, was telling us about this person that was there helping them. And we were looking around, and there was no one there. This was in the middle of basically nowhere. And this is just one of the other examples of angels that I've heard about over the years. And then you've got the guardian angels that protect children.
Yep.
Because the good Lord knows they need all the protection they can get, especially in today's society. So I believe in angels, and it's great having you here with us on the show tonight.
I really appreciate you having me.
Tell us about your line of angel jewelry. That's exciting.
It is exciting. I am. It's been this beautiful unfolding, trying out different designs, finding the right jeweler. So we finally found our jeweler, because I design it. I cannot actually make it. My hands and my brain don't work well together sometimes in that artistic sense. And our jeweler, she's just so much fun to work with, and her integrity is right up there with ours. So all of our jewelry, as pretty as it is, it's also designed to help empower the wearer. So the first up was a spin-off of my logo, simple wings and a halo, in a whimsical sort of a way. And then we came out with something a bit more bolder. We called it Angel Flight. So we have a beautiful heart with angel wings taking it off. And then our biggest line right now is called Divine Angels, something a little bit more on the demure side, but we started incorporating crystals like rose quartz. It's the premier stone of self-love. Amethyst, which is a constant space clear. So it's helping clear the energies around you so you can walk your life's path the way you want to versus the way someone else thinks you're supposed to. And we're getting ready to add 2 more stones, Amazonite and Sodalite. And those are both, one's considered a very lucky stone, helping you with positive vibes. And then we took the symbols that were included in my Archangel Oracle card deck and have manifested the symbols into jewelry. So we have Michael, Big Mike. His symbol's a sword, and always offering you protection and strength as an example. So they're so beautiful. They're so much fun. And we've been able to hire some great sales reps. So they're getting the word out about us. And